Hey everyone, this is Christopher Brown here again from AlphaLifestyleAcademy.com. Now the topic of today's video is batteries are not included. Now the marketplace of today is filled with gurus and different opportunities promising that they can make you more money. However, they don't include the batteries. Now let me explain what I mean by that. You see, when I was a kid and my mom and dad would take me to go toy shopping and maybe buy me a Star Wars toy, maybe an X-Wing fighter or a TIE fighter, and when I brought it home and the lasers didn't work, we didn't complain that it was a scam or that it was broken, or we didn't complain about it because the box said batteries are not included. So we assumed that we had to go get batteries for the lasers to work. Now the gurus tell you that in order to get their programs to work, you need to be motivated, you need to be self-disciplined. They warn you against, if you're one of those people who just sits around doing nothing, this program is not going to work for you, go off and find somebody else. But again, they're not including the batteries. Many times because they don't know what made them successful. Now they know what they did to become successful, but they don't know what it is inside themselves that makes them to be successful. Take for instance Grant Cardone. When if you've ever seen some of his YouTube channels and some of his shows, maybe the Young Hustlers show, and when he receives a question is, I'm excited about my business, I'm passionate about my business, but I keep procrastinating. Why? Well, the answer that Grant Cardone often gives is your dreams should be enough to make you motivated. So there's something in the background and in the experiences that Grant Cardone had that made a little switch in his brain, and when he went through certain things, it just motivated and it caused him to go on fire. If you read the 10x rule and maybe understand the background of the 10x rule, he lived a moderately successful life, making a few $1,000,000 a year. But then when the 2008 Great Recession hit, he almost lost everything. He got hit with a $50 or $60 million lawsuit, and he went in his office, wrote for a couple hours, and developed a plan of how to overcome that, and that was to 10x everything. It wasn't enough to make $4 million. He needed to 10 times that, so he needed to make $40 million. And so what he figured out is that he undervalued the amount of the things that he needed to do in order to become successful. So he underestimated the amount of effort that it required of him to protect him and his family and for him to become successful. If you look at Steve Jobs, now Steve Jobs, who is another individual who is successful, but he didn't know what made him successful. And one of the things that he talks about is to find something that you're passionate about. Finding something that Steve Jobs was passionate about worked for him, because technology, he was passionate about technology, and there's lots of money in technology. But what if you're passionate about butterflies? How much money is there in butterflies? Now, in the Napoleon Hill Classic, Think and Grow Rich and the Laws of Success, the first principle, it does tell you what it takes to be successful. And one of those things is you must have a burning desire, or another way to put it is to be obsessed. So you need to be so obsessed with the results that the work becomes irrelevant. Here's Steve Jobs saying that you need to be passionate. No, you need to be obsessed with the results. So I've put a lot of effort into studying what makes a person successful in whatever it is that they do, whether it's in business or maybe even something else, maybe being a successful parent, maybe being successful at your body, taking care of your body and your health. What are the things that make you successful? And so what psychologists have narrowed down is that there are two personality traits that are the greatest predictors of wealth. But those same two exact personality traits also are the greatest predictors of success in any other area of your life. So again, if you haven't done so already, if you're watching this video on our website, you'll find a link for it down below directly underneath this video, where you can go ahead and take our performance-based personality test and see if you have these two personality traits, which most likely you do not. And so you'll find the resources down below directly underneath this video, where we will walk you through on what I've done to develop these personality traits and to cultivate these traits into your life. because we're all given some advantages as well as disadvantages. So instead of just having a one-size-fits-all program, which is what most people do, what we've done is we want to again invite you to take this performance-based personality test, and that way we can use your distinct gifts to your advantage and to get an unfair advantage over your competition. So again, if you look down below directly underneath this video, you'll find the resources where you can go ahead and complete that and put all of that into action, take our performance-based personality test, and then optimize your brain and take on the steps of optimizing your brain so you can cultivate these personality traits so you can finally reach the success that you desire. Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, I want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when we release the next video within this video series. But I had a blast recording this video for here today. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now.